The following is a special sports presentation of UWW-TV.
Good morning and welcome to Miller Stadium on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, home of the UW-Whitewater Warhawks baseball team. Today we have a WIAC conference doubleheader as the number 23 ranked Warhawks with a record of 12-6 overall, 5-1 in the WIAC, host the Blue Devils of UW-Stout with an overall record of 10-5 with a 5-3 record of the WIAC. The Warhawks and Blue Devils will play in a few short minutes here at 1 p.m., followed by Game 2, which is scheduled to take place at 4, which is a difference, Kim, as I'm joined here with my partner, Kim Reinders. These games were supposed to take place at 12-3, but of course with the crazy weather we've had this week, where it goes from the summer in the beginning of the week to the rain in the middle of the week, caused a little bit of time delays, so here we are.
Yeah, it's exciting that we actually still get the chance to play the games today, but, still having it pushed back an hour kind of probably threw the teams off a little bit, but not too much. Still getting to play a doubleheader today. Let's
talk about some of the players and some of the key players. Who do you look to as far as the Warhawks are concerned to lead the charge here?
My guy I'm going to look at is Cal Aldridge. He has just been on a tear, and he was recently named the WIAC Player of the Week this week with just the amazing performance that he did last week against Oshkosh. He went 8 for 12 at the plate, including 3 home runs, 2 doubles, 9 runs scored, and 4 RBIs against Oshkosh. And he's just been on such a tear since the beginning of the season, really.
Yeah, my guy for the Warhawks is actually going to be the mound who's going to take the bump for the Warhawks. It's going to be Michael Kaska, who's coming into this game with a 2.53 ERA in the 5 games, 32 innings pitched. 9 earned runs, 7 walks, 45 strikeouts, and has only allowed 2 home runs, and batters are only hitting .217 against him, so a very effective pitcher and a very good starting pitcher to begin this doubleheader. Yeah,
I love this choice that Whitewater did for their starting pitcher for this game. He's just been one of those guys that has just been very consistent for this team this year especially, and just getting these guys where they needed to be so far.
All right, it looks like the umpires want to get this game started 4 minutes early prior to the 1 p.m. start time, so here we go. First pitch in there for a ball. 0-1, or 1-0 goes the count. (2-0) now. Hearted ball right to Aldridge. Swings on over to first. Out number 1. Now here's Casey Bass at the plate for UW-Stout. Bass, the leading hitter for the Blue Devils, coming in hitting .455 on the year. The slugging percentage of .709. First pitch swinging and just past the outstretched gloves of the second baseman for a base hit. And right on cue, raising the batting average.
Yeah, that Casey Bass is definitely going to be one player for Whitewater to make sure that they get in control and just make sure that they can either strike him out or just get him not on base, or at least a hit.
Now here's Joel Thimpson. Hitting at .375 on the year, and this one just off the glove. So 2 straight base hits now for the Blue Devils. That one going off the glove of Santoro. Next batter, the left fielder, number 16, Caleb Hurt. Now Caleb Hurt, .273 hitter, with 1 out and a runner in scoring position on second. First pitch in there for a strike. Should be noted that the lead runner, Bass, does not have any stolen base statistics, neither attempts. This pitch swung on opposite field. That'll be hauled in by Ackerman. Rather, excuse me, that'll hauled in by Jensen for out number 2. And now Ben Van Hove is up to bat for the Blue Devils. Van Hove, a .212 hitter. Has played in 8 games, started all 8 games up to this point. First pitch low for a ball. Casca looks, deals. Pitch finds the zone. 1-1 goes to the count. Casca gets his sign. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball just catches the inside of the zone. 1-2. A 1-2 pitch checks. They say he does not go around. Count is even at 2. Runners on first and second. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses his zone. 3-2. Alex Jenkins is the next batter up for the Blue Devils. Runners go, hit up the middle. Fielded by Schrader, and over to Wilkins, and the inning is over. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. That does it for the first inning. We'll be back with the Warhawks up to bat. We'll be right back with Warhawk Baseball on UWW-TV.
Warhawks know what it takes to become champions. At the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, our student athletes pursue excellence with a determination that inspires everyone on campus. Warhawks are smart. Warhawks are strong. Warhawks value service. We prepare our student athletes for life after college. The University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Come be part of the Warhawk family.
Welcome back. It's time for the bottom of the first inning. No score here, as the Warhawks are able to leave 2 on base for the Blue Devils. Pitching for the Blue Devils is Jack Donahue, who comes into this game with a 1.24 ERA. Batters are only hitting .222 off of him. 23 strikeouts on the year, has walked 5, 4 runs earned, 5 total, only 22 hits against him in 29 innings pitched.
Jack Donahue actually leads the conference in his ERA, so that's really something that has been benefiting him this entire season so far. It'll be interesting to see how the Warhawks can get even a run off of him today.
The first 3 batters for the Warhawks will be Nick Santoro, Nick Schrader, and Cal Aldridge. So far, a very typical spring day, I guess you could say, about 40-ish degrees.
Slight breeze coming in through.
Right, it's a slight breeze. Not as windy as it traditionally can be here, but knock on wood, everybody. That could change really at the drop of a dime here, honestly. So stepping in now will be Nick Santoro. Second leading hitter for the Warhawks, hitting .342.
Number 2, Nick Santoro.
So Santoro steps in. 7 home runs, 19 RBIs, 10 walks. Looks at the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Second pitch in there for a ball again, 2-0. It's a good job getting ahead for the leadoff hitter here.
Even if he gets a walk just to get on base, that'll help the Warhawks out throughout this game.
3-0 goes the count. One of the key things, Kim, about being a leadoff hitter is that you at least, even if you don't get on base in some form, you want to at least go back to the dugout and give your guys a little bit of a scouting report. Let them know what you're seeing, what stuff he's throwing on the mound.
Yeah.
That pitch in there, take sign all the way, 3-1.
Definitely being the leadoff hitter is one thing that helps some people out. So just so everyone else on the team can kind of get an idea, you know, and even before the games, you know, the teams do their scouting reports
Exactly.
and that on the opposing team, but just having that leadoff hitter going out there and just kind of giving you the game time.
3-2 pitch swung on. This one's carrying. This one's going past the fence, and this one's out of here. And a leadoff home run for Nick Santoro. On a full count, and the Warhawks strike first. It is 1-0.
Now that's a way to start a game.
The next batter for the Warhawks, center baseman, number 4, Nick Schrader.
It's now from one Nick to the other. This is Nick Schrader now stepping in, the second baseman. Takes a look. First pitch for a ball, 1-0. Schrader coming in, hitting .338 on the year. 11 RBIs, 4 walks. 6 strikeouts on the year. Swings. This one goes foul. And as you mentioned, that is one way to start a ball game. Great piece of leadoff hitting earlier by Santoro. Outside, 2-1.
That leadoff home run is definitely going to be a confidence booster for this Whitewater team in this first game of the doubleheader today.
As you mentioned, against the leading pitcher as far as ERA in the conference as well. 2-1 pitch, swung on, up the middle, and off the bag. Nothing you can do that time. If you're Hamilton, Schrader will get in with the base hit. And now here's Cal Aldridge, another dangerous hitter. The most dangerous hitter, one can argue, on the Warhawks, statistically wise at least, hitting 460 for the Warhawks. Slugging percentage at .889, 7 home runs, 19 RBIs, 6 doubles.
Yeah, and Cal Aldridge, actually, his batting average leads the conference here.
Oh, we had a balk, so a little bit of a disagreement here going now. With Donahue and the umpire. And now this is a position where the Blue Devils do not want to be in. A runner in scoring position with good speed and a dangerous hitter at the plate. First pitch to Aldridge, looks. Ball 1. Wind starting to blow out towards right field. Breaking ball, good pitch, misses his spot, 2-0. And this is just as good as a start as you can ask for if you're the Warhawks.
This is definitely one of the matchups you wanted. The pitcher that leads the conference.
Big
the lowest
swing there.
ERA.
This ball is hanging in the air, and new life as the first baseman Bass could not grab hold of it. Gray skies, of course. It's very overcast today, so that'll also play a role. But that ball was hanging in the air, Kim.
That was, what, 3 miles up there? Felt like it had a little bit of a hang time there.
Well, Aldridge has new life now. 2-1 count.
But like I was mentioning before, having the pitcher that leads the conference in the lowest ERA versus the hitter who has the best batting average in the conference is one of the prime matchups of this game.
And this one almost runs in and gets him. 3-1 goes to count. Mike Aiello is a man on deck for the Warhawks. And Coach Vodenlich arguing that it might have clipped him. Let's see what the umpires say. At least from this angle, it looked like it might have gotten him. I'm not sure. It looked like he might have just turned away just in time.
May have clipped just the corner of his sleeve there.
Yeah, I think it might have gotten the elbow guard just a bit. It was close. It was very close. And they will say he was not hit. However, he is in a definite hitter's position here with the count 3-1, no outs, good speed on second to form a Schrader. Three-one pitch, Aldridge swings. This one will just hang up enough for the left fielder to haul it in. And a great job keeping Schrader at second. And that is a big out, number one.
Still crazy to think that was only the first out of the inning.
So here's Mike Aiello coming into today's game, hitting exactly at 300 with a slugging percentage of exactly 500. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 2 triples to his credit on this season. Swings and misses, 0-1. Again, with good speed on second, it's almost important for Donahue to try to get ahead of these hitters as much as possible now. Aiello swings, just past the outstretched glove. Schrader, he is going to home. Right fielder could not haul it in. They're going to try to get Aiello at second, and Aiello gets in safely. So the runner scores, Aiello pulls into second, and it is 2-0 Warhawks.
Now batting the third baseman, number 32.
So now Ben
Wilkins.
Wilkins, the first baseman, steps into the plate, coming in hitting .283 on the year. 15 hits, 7 RBIs, 2 doubles. Runner on second with only 1 out. Great job blocking that pitch by Jenkins. 1-0. Although not an ideal position, Aiello has gotten a few stolen bases to his credit, 4 for 5 on the year. Swings and misses, 1-1. Oh, 2-1 early for the Stout. 2-3-0 for the Warhawks. Swings, this one hanging to the right field. Ackerman camps under it. Aiello will tag up and get into third. So it'll be 2 outs, but a runner 90 feet away from home plate. So in steps Alex Dowd at the plate now.
Fielder, number 28, Alex Dowd.
Hitting .262 and has the potential to add another RBI to his 13 so far in the season. 2 doubles, 1 triple on the year as well. 17 hits. Pitch is low, 1-0. Donahue pitches, swung on, fouled off. That pitch just missed that outside spot, 2-1. Swung on. This one will fall just in front of the left fielder, hurt.
Little miscommunication out there in left field. Someone could have easily have gotten that one.
So Dowd gets on board, keeps the inning alive, and the score is now 3-0. Now in steps Matt Corman. And they say it will, looks like it hit the knob of the bat, so it'll be a foul ball. I think it might have ran in and got him, but no, just got the knob or right around the middle part of that bat there. Donahue checks the runner. Dowd 2 for 4 on stolen bases this year. Fouled back. Breaking ball, fouled off. Good job staying back. Swing on and missed, and the inning is over. So at the end of the first, the Warhawks scored 3 runs, 4 hits. There's an error and 1 runner left on base. We will go to the top of the second. Warhawks lead 3-0.
Diving in college taught me to strive and be the best athlete I can be, but also the best student I can be. My coaches always made sure that the student comes first, because not everyone's going to become a professional athlete. So they make sure that we will do great in academics. I knew that would only open the door to my future, and I'm really excited to start my dream program for physical therapy.
Welcome back. Warhawks will begin the top of the second with the lead, 3-0. As they got right after it against the leading ERA pitcher for the conference. That is exactly what you want for this Warhawk team, especially with a pitcher like Casca on the mound for Whitewater.
Yeah, that's definitely helping out Whitewater right there, getting after Jack Donahue right there and just making him pay for some of those mistakes that he had.
Right, music's off, and it's time for some baseball. Alex Jenkins will go to the plate now. Jenkins hitting .231 on the year. Started 5 of the 7 games up to this point. Slugging percentage of .231. First pitch from Casca runs in inside, 1-0. Everybody around us boned it up, still sees some winter coats.
Lots of blankets.
An excellent spot there as he swings over the top of that one, 1-1. Forecast called for it to be a little bit partly cloudy, but I'd say it's mostly cloudy here. A little bit of an off-speed pitch there, 2-1. Two-one pitch from Casca. Swung on, fouled. First 3 for start are Jenkins, Hamilton, and Jarvin Sivu. Ooh, off-speed pitch, just missing that low outside corner. Full count. Great job at the plate to hold off. Did he get him? No, he did not. So a leadoff walk for Stout and Alex Jenkins, the catcher. Now here comes second baseman Kyle Hamilton. Jenkins only one stolen base attempt on the year. Succeeded on the lone stolen base attempt. First pitch swinging and misses 0-1. Hamilton comes into this game a .263 hitter. Low and inside, 1-1. These are members of the 2005 and 2014 national championship teams here in attendance. The Warhawks will honor both of those teams later on in today as a part of today's doubleheader festivities. Swung on up the middle off the glove of Casca and could not hang on to it on the transition, could Schrader. So both runners will be on base with nobody out. Might have taken his eyes off of it a little bit, Kim.
Yeah, Casca, he had the chance there. It just bounced off the top of the glove, but second baseman definitely could have had a better handle on the ball there.
So here's Jarrett Jarvin Sivu. Shows bunt. A strike 0-1. Aldridge playing a little bit closer. I want to say grass, but the entire infield's turf. But for the sake of today's terms, we'll just say the grass area of the infield. Gets the bunt down and could not create an accurate throw there, could Aldridge. One runner scores. And now runners at the corner. That will go down as a throwing error on Aldridge, most likely. And it is 3-1 Warhawks.
The throw there from the third baseman, it was right there. Just first baseman just couldn't get a handle on it.
So Jenkins was the runner that will score. Hamilton will go to third with Jarvin Sivu at first. And Ackerman hits this one into the gap, and nobody will be there. Runner from third will score. Jarvin Sivu rounding second. He will pull up to third. So runners at the corner again. Stout strikes, and they're down by one. It is 3-2.
A little miscommunication out there with the outfielders out there, but now got a little bit of a meeting out here on the mound. Just kind of, calm down Casca and just make sure that, that these are just fluke mistakes, not something that's going to.
Hamilton was the runner that scored. So Jarvin Sivu at third, Ackerman at first, and I'll be right back to the top of the lineup now for the Blue Devils. As you mentioned, Vodenich going out there and trying to calm the guys down.
Better to make some of those mistakes at the beginning of the game than later on when game's a little closer than it was here at the beginning.
The next batter is center fielder number 2, Jordan Wilson.
So here's Jordan Wilson. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Mind you, still no outs in this top half of the second. Second pitch in there for a strike as well, 0-2. Warhawks have already committed 2 errors in this top half of the second. The botched transition by Schrader and then the throwing error by Aldridge. Pretty much back-to-back plays, essentially. Casca checks the runner, gets in there safely. Wilson swung on, fouled. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and just off the chest of the first baseman. And did he get there in time? Yes, he does. So an excellent effort there by Wilkins. And it was a bang-bang play. So the runner will advance to second. Runner holds at third, and it is 1 out.
That was definitely a very close. That play could have gone either way.
Now here's Bass. 1 for 1 on the day. Again, one of the more dangerous hitters on the Stout team as he takes a look at a breaking pitch outside 1-0.
Bass actually leads the Stout team in batting average, and right behind him was the last batter we had, Jordan Wilson.
Tries to go to the same spot and gets the same result. 2-0 goes the count now. Both runners in scoring position with just 1 out. Three and 0 now. Ackerman at second, Jarvin Sivu at third. With Thimpson on the on-deck circle. The 3-0 pitch, swung on, popped up, left field. Corman gets it. Jarvin Sivu will tag up and get into home safely as we are all tied up here. As Bass just does his job and gets the runner over. 3-3 is your score here so far.
And just like that, it's all tied up.
Now Joel Thimpson at the plate now. Runner still in scoring position in the form of Ackerman. 2 outs. First pitch strike, 0-1. Second pitch in there, swung on to Santoro. And off the glove of Wilkins, and the runner will slide in safely. Ackerman scores from second, and it is 4-3. Stout with the lead. Another error for the Warhawks.
Yeah, this is just very un-Warhawks, uncharacteristic for them to be committing so many errors right now.
And all 3 errors coming in this top half of the second, Cam. Can be said that really all 3 errors was the cause for at least 3 of the 4 runs. As this pitch is low, 1-0. Caleb Hurd at the plate. Swung on and fouled just off behind us. 1-1 goes to count. Casco just looking to try to get out of this inning now. One pitch. Good spot. Good pitch. 1-2. There we go. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Goes to right field. Still trailing back, and Jensen will haul that in for a loud out number 3, but 3 errors result in 4 runs for the Blue Devils. 1 runner left on base. 2 hits for the Blue Devils as well. We will go to the bottom of the second. Stout leads 4-3. Welcome back. Connor Moore and Kim Reinders here to bring you this Warhawk baseball action. And again, the story of the last top half of the inning, Kim, is the errors which resulted in the 4 runs for the Blue Devils. And now Donahue has a 1-run lead, and he might be able to be in a position to settle down quite a bit after a rocky first inning on his part.
Yeah, you know, that top half of the inning was just very uncharacteristic for the Warhawks with committing those errors. But now that Jack Donahue has that 1-run lead, he's going to take that as an advantage. And with being the leading pitcher in the conference with the lowest ERA, he's going to use that to his advantage now.
So here's Connor Moroder now, the designated hitter. Moroder hitting .450 on the year. Played 8 games, and Moroder unleashes this one. This is still hanging to the wall and over the fence. And just like that, we're tied again. 4-4 all. Connor Moroder.
It's the same story that happened last time the Warhawks were up to bat. Leadoff home run.
And that one looked gone from right off the bat from this angle. So now Noah Jensen at the plate. A .393 hitter, 14 games played, started 6 so far. As Jensen will lay down a bunt, fielded, and he will get in there safely. So a long ball followed by a little bit of small ball there by the Warhawks, and you now have a runner on first. Still nobody out, and we go to the top of the order with a player who's already hit a home run in this game, Nick Santoro.
Definitely going to feel like it's going to be a back-and-forth game from now on between these two teams.
First pitch in there, ball, 1-0. Should be noted, Jensen is 4 for 4 on stolen base attempts this season. Takes off, throws bunt, and they just get him at second.
And just like that, perfect no more.
4 for 5 now on the year. So now good speed off of the base paths here. 1-0 pitch. Off speed in there. 2-0. Two-one goes the count now. 2-1 pitch from Donahue. Low and outside, 3-1. Nick Schrader at the plate, or rather in the on-deck circle. And Santoro hits this one hard. This one's carrying. And the wind will keep it in play, and just out front of the fence, bounces over and will go down as a ground rule double. So, good speed back on the base pass. In scoring position, and here's Nick Schrader, who looked to try to make up for the error he made in the top half of the second. Warhawks already at 7 hits in this contest.
Number 4, Nick Schrader.
And we're only in the second inning. You know, just having all of those hits and runs just coming right away at the beginning, you know, that's essentially what you want to do for both teams. Is you just want to get hot early and stay hot.
Schrader cranks this one. This one's going and gone. Nick Schrader off the bat. 2-run home run. It is 6-4 Warhawks.
I would like to say that he definitely made up for that error that he had.
I would say so. I would most definitely say so. And it does not get any easier now for Donahue because now he has to face Cal Aldridge. From my view here, I do not see anyone warming up in the bullpen, but that ERA is definitely taking a little bit of a spike now. If you're Donahue, Warhawks going right after Donahue. A lot of first pitch swinging we've seen for a few of the hitters, and it's paid off. It's paid off significantly.
Yeah, for both teams, you know, obviously the first pitch is always crucial for any at bat, but now it's even more important for this now that the Warhawks have a 2-run lead again.
All right, so here's Cal Aldridge, 0 for 1 on the day. With 2 home runs already hit in this inning. One and 0. And this one runs in and gets Aldridge. So now Aldridge will get a free pass. Now here's Mike Aiello.
The next batter for the Warhawks, the catcher, number 26, Mike Aiello.
So Aldridge at first, Aiello at the plate, 1 out. First pitch ball, 1-0. As I mentioned, 2 home runs already hit. Connor Moroder with the leadoff home run. A couple batters later, Nick Schrader with a 2-run blast. Aldridge taking off, and this one is fouled off. Look out. A little bit of a hit and run tactic going on that time. Will be unsuccessful. One and 1. See if the hit and run is still on. It will not be, as Aiello looks for a strike and did not like that call. Looked to be a little bit outside. However, the count will go 1 and 2. Aiello swung on. Hit to the shortstop. Looks over at second, and there will be no play. Runner gets in safe at first. So a little bit of hesitation there by Van Hove. So now both runners are safe. Aldridge at first, or rather Aldridge at second, Aiello at first. And here comes Wilkins, the first baseman. There is movement in the bullpen, forced out.
And the pinch hitter for Whitewater, number 10, Lucas Price. Lucas Price, junior spring green, batting for Wilkins.
So Wilkins will be pinch hit for. It is Lucas Price. He has played in 13 games, started 6. Comes into this one with a 174 batting average. 23 at bats, 4 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. If he were to get on base, he does have speed on him. 3 for 4. Pulls the bunt back. 1-0. Good job keeping it in front of him for Jenkins. 2-0 goes the count. Wind picking up here a little bit, just as expected, around this northern part of campus. A lot of open fields, so wind just comes out and plays around here. 2-0 pitch. 3-0 goes the count.
Is it even a baseball game if there isn't a breeze with it?
Well, when the field is closed at Miller's Park. And a walk, so Price gets on base in 4 straight pitches, and he is on, so the bases are loaded. And here's Alex Dowd. Things just not really looking that great at this very moment for Donahue and the Blue Devils.
Should also be mentioned that there's only 1 out in this part of the inning yet.
Dowd tried to hesitate, tried to pull it back. A little bit of indecisiveness there. He will offer 0-1. And Bodenlich and Dowd now having a little bit of a conversation. He tried to check up at just the last minute, but at that point he had already broke the plane. All right. So Price at first, Ayala at second, Aldridge at third. Three runners have already come across for the Warhawks. 4 hits, 2 of them coming via the long ball. Owen pitch a ball 1-1. Dowd already 1 for 1 in the contest with an RBI to his credit in this game. One pitch. Swung on. Popped up. And just hauled in and called off by the left fielder Hurt. That could have spelt danger there.
If he didn't call that off, that could have been an issue right there for the shortstop, third baseman, and the left fielder.
So here's Matt Corman now. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the contest so far. If he were to get on base, the Warhawks will bat around as Connor Moroder is on deck. One and 0. Jenkins keeps it in front of him. As a pass ball will be very, very ill-timed. One 0 pitch. Corman fouls it off. Down the right field line. Donahue set. 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Fouled off. Just behind us. About a couple feet away to your right, Kim.
Yeah. That would have been interesting if it
Gotta
came
bring a
any
glove.
closer.
Might need to have the announcers bring a glove next time.
Right?
Just in the event.
I feel like that should be a mandatory requirement now.
Maybe a helmet, potentially. 1-2 pitch goes low and outside. 2-2.
Now you gotta start low. You gotta start with the glove, and then if you need to, you work your way up. to
You're
the
right,
helmet.
you're right. That's very true. That's very true. You ever caught a foul ball at a baseball game?
I've not. I was actually really close to catching one once, but
2-2 pitch. High and inside. Full count. And there is nowhere to put him as a walk will drive a run in. So here we go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And this one almost runs in and gets him, so Corman will take a walk. Aldridge will come in to score, and the Warhawks lead 7-4, and the Warhawks are now about to bat around as Connor Moroder, who got this inning started with a leadoff home run, is now at the plate.
The next batter for the Warhawks, the right fielder, number 8, Noah Jensen. Correction, the next batter for the Warhawks is designated hitter number 24, Connor Moroder.
Moroder's last time at bat this inning, an absolute shot to down right field over the fence. Bases loaded now. Big swing that time as Moroder tried to send that one over to the softball complex almost. 0-1.
You could tell that he was wanting that pitch back.
Without a shadow of a doubt, he wanted to empty the bases in one swing. Would have broken the game open, that's for sure. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. And Moroder quickly behind in the count, 0-2. So here we go. And time called. Corman on first, Price at second, Ayala at third. This ball is outside, 1-2. You almost have to wonder how much longer of a leash does Donahue have further on in this game. 2 straight innings, combined 7 runs thus far. 1-2 pitch. Moroder with a golf swing almost has dropped their strike. They'll just hit the base, home base rather, and that will do it. So 4 runs on 4 hits, 3 left on base, and the Warhawks take the lead in a little bit of a ping pong match, it seems like. Warhawks lead 7-4.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go into personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
Well, in the top half of the second, the Blue Devils scored 4. What do the Warhawks do? Naturally, score 4. Warhawks lead 7-4 as we go to the top of the third. Casca still on the mound, 37 pitches so far. 4 hits, 4 runs. 2 of those runs are earned and 1 walk so far, as Ben Van Hove will lead it off for the Blue Devils. He is 0 for 1 to start.
Yeah, Casca has really been dialed in for the game today. You know, he did have the mistake of giving up those 4 runs last inning, but during the first inning, he was fine. He settled in, gave up no runs there. He just had 1 little hiccup last inning. So let's see if he can continue that success for this half.
Right, and mind you, two of those runs were unearned, of course, coming by way of the errors, as they've now corrected the errors. The error tally for the Warhawks is now 2 instead of the 3 that it was at one point. So here's Ben Van Hove, the shortstop. Van Hove showing bunt. No dice, 0-1. It's a story of the last inning that we just saw, Kim. Essentially the long ball as Van Hove swings over the top of that one. 0-2. It's 2 home runs for the Warhawks.
Yeah, the long ball is definitely going to play a factor in today's game, especially with all the wind that's coming in as well.
And both home runs being hit around the right field area, and Casca will get him looking. 1 out on the backwards K there.
The catcher, number 8, Alex Jenkins.
So now here's Alex Jenkins. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Casco going back into attack mode on the mound. Fouled off over by the soccer complex. 0-2. And that one looked close. You could see on Casca's face he wanted it. 1-2 will go the count instead. That one looked awfully close.
That one looked a little too close for comfort. If you ask
1-2
me.
pitch, swung on, foul, no, in play, going, and over the fence. And Alex Jenkins strikes back. So a solo shot for Jenkins, and the lead is now cut to 2. Warhawks lead 7-5. And it looked like the wind just kept that up in the air just long enough to take it over the fence. Again, the wind is blowing out in that direction. Hamilton pops this one up. Dowd will camp under this one, out number 2.
Looks like he lost his hat out there.
I don't know if it's so much he lost his hat or again, the wind knocked it off a little bit.
Come on, Warhawks.
So here's Jarvin Sivu. Tried to hit that low corner, misses, 1-0. Already a faster moving top half of the third.
Ooh.
Tries to go inside. Casca and even some members of the Warhawk bench disagreeing on the call of that one. Count will go 2-0. Swung on, Jensen. Will camp under this one, and the top half of the inning is over. So nobody left on base. However, the home run by Alex Jenkins to right field will give them a run back. It is 7-5. Warhawks still with the lead, and they will go up to bat 7-5.
Warhawks know what it takes to become champions. At the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, our student athletes pursue excellence with a determination that inspires everyone on campus. Warhawks are smart. Warhawks are strong. Warhawks value service. We prepare our student athletes for life after college. The University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Come be part of the Warhawk family.
So, again, the story of today's game, Kim? The long ball. 7-5 so far still. Warhawks still with the lead, but Alex Jenkins striking back to give a run for the Blue Devils in the form of a solo blast down right field, as we have a new pitcher for the Blue Devils. It is number 14, Robert Pills, who comes into this one. This is his 4th appearance. No runs earned in 6 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits. There is a run that was scored against him. However, it was unearned. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and hitters are only hitting 200 against him. So after a rocky start by a conference-leading pitcher, let's see how the Warhawks will react to a new arm on the mound.
The Stout, they struggled with Jack Donahue. He leads the conference in the lowest ERA, but the Warhawks just got to him within those first innings. Just hit after hit, and some home runs in there too. So maybe the change in the pitcher for Stout is going to be a little bit of a confidence booster for them.
Exactly. Chasing Donahue in just 2 innings pitched. They didn't allow him to get into that comfort zone. As I mentioned, they were in attack mode. Early swings, early on in the count, and they made sure he was uncomfortable, and they made him pay. So now, with a new pitcher on the mound, we'll see what they do. Here's Noah Jensen.
Leading off for Whitewater, 5 and 3rd inning, the right fielder, number 8, Noah Jensen.
First pitch to Jensen. In there for a strike, 0-1.
And number 14, Robert Pills, now pitching for UW Stout. Robert Pills.
1 for 1 is Noah Jensen on the day. Swung on, fouled off. Count goes 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside. 1-2. Swung on, popped up.
Oh, it was a little close to you that time.
Yeah, it was about, right in the center area of the fan base here. Everyone got out the way just in time, but I think it's time we mandate all the announcers to have gloves in the next time, because I think we're getting a little bit too close for comfort here. Off-speed pitch looked good, just missed that spot. 2-2. Beautiful pitch there, swings and misses. 1 out. We go to the top half of the order for the Warhawks. Here's Nick Santoro.
Next batter for the Warhawks, the leadoff hitter, the shortstop, number 2, Nick Santoro.
Santoro, 2 for 2 with a home run in today's contest. Santoro looking for a bunt. Count will go now 0-1. Pitch is outside. 1-1 goes to count now. Schrader on deck, of course, hit the 2-run blast in the last inning. Oh, and that off-speed pitch looked a little bit outside, but they will call it a strike. 1-2. Argument can be made. It was just a bit off outside. 1-2 pitch. Swung up the middle. Hits Pills. Reaches the shortstop, spins around. Did he get him? Yes, he did. And a great job sticking with it by Ben Van Hove. Gets the runner, and it is 2 outs now.
You just hope Pills is okay after taking the shot off his pitching arm there.
It looked like it got the pitching arm just a bit.
Nick Schrader.
So now Nick Schrader. Excellent play there as the shift is on. So you see three infielders over on the right-hand side of the infield. 0-1 count. And a massive gap in between the third baseman and the second base bag. And Schrader will hit this one into the shift, and they just get him. Excellent job of hustling there by the defense of the Blue Devils. So no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Warhawks will go to the top of the 4th inning, 7-5.
Basketball has been a game changer for me.
It's helped me grow as a teammate and a leader.
By establishing standards for youth development, USA Basketball is making a difference for players of all ages.
Through education and training,
They're helping to make the game safer
and more fun. Make sure your child is taught the right way.
Ensure you're the best coach you can be.
To learn more, visit usab.com or download the USA Basketball mobile app.
Very quick work by Robert Pills coming in from the bullpen very early in the game. Holds the Warhawks to no hits at all. Goes 1-2-3. So Casco will go back to work for the Warhawks in the top half of 4.
I think that's definitely what Stout needed, was just a slight change in pitching just to make you know, after the damage that the Warhawks already did in those first 2 innings, just have a clean inning and make sure that nothing else could happen.
The 3 due up for the Blue Devils are Ackerman, Wilson, and Bass. So 3 very, very effective hitters, one of which a very dangerous hitter. He's due up 3rd in this inning.
Go Hawks!
Being off the stump of top of the 4th inning, the right fielder number 12, Reed Ackerman.
All right, so here's Ackerman. A 1 pitch. Ackerman 1 for 1 with an RBI in this game so far. A 1 pitch. Right up the middle. Casca just blocks it.
Whoa!
And over to the first baseman, Wilkins. A little bit of a collision there.
The next batter, the leadoff hitter, the center fielder number 2, Jordan.
Looks to be all right. Looks like he got him just as he crossed the base, but everything seems to be okay.
Took a little bit of a tumble there, but he's up, he's moving. Looks okay.
There's Jordan Wilson now. Wilson 0 for 2. This one hit. Goes over to Santoro, who gets it on over to Lucas Price. 2 quick outs.
And the first baseman number 34, Casey Bass.
Now here's Casey Bass, who will look to prevent this inning going 1, 2, 3. Swung, first pitch swinging. Schrader over to Price. And just like that, the top half of the 4th is over. No one left on base, no hits, no errors. Warhawks still lead 7-5.
Step into a place that's alive with creativity. At the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, our students have a passion for art, graphic design, music, dance, and theater. We're here to help you discover your artistic potential. From classic techniques to modern innovations, UW-Whitewater is an outstanding place to learn your craft and prepare for your career. So bring your talents and imagination. Come be part of the Warhawk family.
Seven to 5, Warhawks still have the lead here in the bottom half of the 4th. Robert Pills will still be on the mound for the Blue Devils. And I'll tell you what, Kim, seeing both dugouts go out and take a little jog in between innings kind of makes me want to do one right now. It's a little bit chilly. The wind's picked up. There's no sunshine. I might need myself a little bit of a jog after this.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a little chillier out here, but it's spring in Wisconsin.
It's
Anything
spring
can
in Wisconsin.
happen.
Spring in the Midwest. If we're being honest, who knows what the weather's even going to be like in the next couple hours, if we're being honest. All right, so back to baseball action. Cal Aldridge at the plate now. 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch in this contest as well.
Cal Aldridge.
Spells had a very quick and effective inning his last time out, coming in to relieve Donahue. First pitch off speed, 0-1. Off speed pitch again, swung all over the top of it, Aldridge, and he is just out. Great play there by Jarvin Sivu.
Next batter, the catcher, number 26, Mike Idle.
Excellent breaking pitch there by Pales as well. Really, the only thing that Aldridge could do was just hit that one into the ground. Now we have a discussion. Coach Vodenlich may believe that Aldridge was safe. Or maybe that the throw pulled the first baseman. And we have another conversation here. The first base umpire, the home plate umpire as well. Be interesting to see what is being discussed, because it seems to be a little bit something more than just the runner being safe.
Yeah, you couldn't tell if it exactly was getting pulled off the bag or...
And there was a confirmation there by the umpire. He will say he was out. So I guess that's what the meeting was about, just confirmation. But the call stands, and here's Aiello. 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Aiello calls time.
It always never hurts to get a second opinion on some of those calls that, you know, could go either way.
Of course, should be noted, as most do know, there is no instant replay in baseball here at the D3 level. All right, first pitch to Aiello. Low, 1-0. Second pitch, low and inside, 2-0 goes the count. Hard hit ball by Aiello, puts a charge into this one, and this one is gone! Solo blast from Mike Aiello. The score is now 8-5 Warhawks. And again, the long ball coming into factor for the Warhawks.
That's definitely one thing that's going to be in this entire, that decides this entire game, is the home run.
5 home runs total hit in this game, 4 of them coming from the Warhawks in the form of Santoro, Schrader, Moroder, and now Aiello. Here's Lucas Price. First pitch in there for a strike.
Come on here, come on now. Come on, Lucas.
Low and away. Price, a little bit of a check swing there, right back to Pills. Easy does it over to the first baseman. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 28, Alex Dowd.
So now here's Alex Dowd. One for 2 on the day with an RBI as well. Swings and fouls it off.
Come on, Alex, here we go. Come on, Dowd.
0-1 pitch. Off speed. Fouled off, 1 and 2. Swung on and missed, and the inning is over. So nobody left on base, but Mike Aiello hitting a solo blast pushes the score to 8-5. Warhawks still have the lead.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
All right, 8-5, Warhawks still with the lead after the solo blast by Mike Aiello, and if you like home runs, this game has your home runs for you.
Definitely getting a lot of long balls in today's game, but that's just going to be the deciding factor for this game, feels like at this point.
Due up for the Blue Devils, Joel Thimpson, Caleb Hurt, and Ben Van Hove, as the sounds of Rascal Flats are playing here at the stadium. So here we go now. Joel Thimpson will step up to the plate, 1 for 2 on the day.
The next leading off the for stump at top of the 15th, the designated hitter, number 23, Joel Thimpson.
Casca so far in this game, 53 pitches, 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Second pitch outside, 1-1. Fastball still has quite a bit of life to it. Heard the pop up from here. Off speed, no dice, 2-1. Two-one pitch swung on and hit in between the third and shortstop. So a lead-off base hit for Joel Thimpson. And here's Caleb Hurt.
Left fielder number 16, Caleb Hurt.
First pitch strike, 0-1. Thimpson, only 1 stolen base attempt, was successful in the 1. Checks him back, gets in there safely. Over on the opposite side of this complex, softball has themselves a doubleheader against River Falls. That game was initially scheduled to be played at River Falls, but was relocated, and this pitch runs in and gets them. So now 2 runners on, nobody out. And here's Ben Van Hove.
The shortstop number 7, Ben Van Hove.
Van Hove 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Double play ball, triple play ball even is in effect.
You don't see triple plays happen all that often, even in major leagues. But when they do happen, they're pretty cool.
Bunt goes down, misses, or rather fouls it off. 0-1. A little bit of small ball tactics might be employed here to try to move the runners over to scoring position. Corner infielders moving up. Van Hove offers, breaks the plane, 0-2. So the bunt essentially off now, you would think.
Freezing doesn't help.
0-2 pitch, did he offer? Whether or not he did, looks like he hit the spot right there. And a big strikeout. And a double play will get them out the inning.
Number 8, Alex Jenkins.
And here's Alex Jenkins, his last time up, a solo blast to right field. One of 5 home runs total hit in today's contest. First pitch for a strike, 0-1. Casca tries to check the runner over at second. That could have been bad news if it got past him.
It's always scary to check the lead runner at second, but wanted to hold him at bay because he does have that one stolen base on the season. So
Swung on, fouled off. Thimpson at second, Hurt at first. 1 out, 0-2 count now. O2 pitch. High, 1-2. Warhawks as a team have turned 16 double plays. A 17th will get them out of the inning here. This one outside, 2-2. Good eye there by Jenkins. Two pitch, swung on. Through the gap, base hit. Let's see if they send the runner. They're going to wave Thimpson. Play at the plate. They will hold. So Thimpson comes across the score, and a leadoff, or rather a RBI base hit, excuse me. Score is now 8-6. So Jenkins gets the job done. Now here's Hamilton. With Jenkins at first, Hurt at second. Hamilton 1 for 2 on the day. Still 1 out. Swung on and just past Santoro's glove. They're going to wave Hurt around this time. Play at the plate, no dice that time again. So 2 straight RBI singles. Runners at first and second yet again. The score is 8-7.
Can tell now that Casca is getting a little more comfortable, and now Stout's going to take advantage of Casca getting comfortable.
So now John Sevu up, 0 for 2. Still runners at first and second. First pitch off speed, strike, 0-1. 7 hits, or 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Stout. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Warhawks in this game so far. Swung on and, oh, what a play! What a diving play there by Lucas Price. 2 away now.
That just probably saved the game right there for Warhawks.
The right fielder, number 12, Reed Ackerman.
So Reed Ackerman at the plate now. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Ackerman 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Off speed, nothing doing that time, 1-0. Will be called a strike, 1-1. One pitch, swung on. Schrader. Over to Price, and the top half of the 5th is over. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 left on base for Stout. We go to the bottom of 5. Warhawks lead 8-7.
Warhawks know what it takes to become champions. At the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, our student athletes pursue excellence with a determination that inspires everyone on campus. Warhawks are smart. Warhawks are strong. Warhawks value service. We prepare our student athletes for life after college. The University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Come be part of the Warhawk family.
Welcome back. We have ourselves quite a high-scoring affair with both teams really going after it in the runs column. Warhawks lead, though, 8-7. Again, 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Blue Devils. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Warhawks. And interesting fact, Kim, the artist of this song that's playing behind us right now was actually a part of my 9th birthday. I actually got this American Idiot album on my birthday. A little bit of an interesting tidbit on a very eventful first game of the doubleheader. We still have a second game to play here, Kim.
It almost feels like we're watching the second game of the doubleheader today. We didn't expect to see this much action, so to speak, in this first game here. You know, it seemed like the first game was going to be a little bit more mellow, but both of these teams have just come out here and they're just going at it via the home run ball.
A couple RBI base hits back-to-back in the last inning for Stout puts them just 1 run behind the Warhawks now. Here's Matt Corman. Fouls this one off right behind us. 0-1 goes to count early. Corman 0 for 1 in the day. A walk, a strikeout, and an RBI. Corman was actually walked with the bases loaded at one point in this game. So 1-1 now the count. Outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. In the zone, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Just missed there. 3-2 goes the count. Connor Moroder is the next man up. And this one runs in on him, but a good job fighting it off by Corman for a leadoff base hit. He's going to turn and makes a hard turn, but will go back to first.
The designated hitter, number 24, Connor Moroder.
So now Moroder at the plate. 1 for 2, a strikeout, and a home run to his credit. First pitch outside, 1-0. Corman 2 for 5 on stolen bases this season. Pills will chuck him back to first.
Here we go, Connor, come on now.
Time called at the plate. And the 1-0 pitch to Moroder. Outside pitch out, nothing doing that time. Gets in there safely. Looking to keep Corman a little bit honest there at first. Sets up a little bit outside. Called for a ball. 3-0 goes the count. Three-0 pitch. Called for a strike, 3-1. Checks him back to first. Pickoff, still nothing doing that time. Pills might be a little bit too preoccupied with the runner here. Comes set. 3-1 pitch. Corman takes off, and it will be a ball. So Moroder gets walked. So runners at first and second, nobody out. And here's Noah Jensen.
The regular number 8, Noah Jensen.
Everyone getting their respective signs now. Pitch to Jensen, swung on, fouled off behind.
Thank goodness for this protective netting. Just gonna say that now.
Moroder at first, Corman at second. Jensen, who's 1 for 2 on the day with the strikeout, and they will get a new baseball in there. A big off attempt, gets in there safely. Jensen started to show bunt. Jensen showing. Brings it back, still called a strike. 0-2 goes to count, so the bunt is dead now, you would think.
Now the 0 outs, you'd think runners would be going on contact.
Oh, 2 pitch. Jensen fights this one off and just falls in front of the first baseman. Foul ball. Pills set. 0-2 pitch up the middle, and they will get the runner at second, Tries to check the runner back to third. He is in and safe. So that will be marked down as a fielder's choice if you're keeping book here. And runners are at the corners with 1 out.
The next batter is off into the shortstop, number 2, Nick Santoro.
So Nick Santoro at the plate, 2 for 3, an RBI by way of a leadoff home run in the bottom half of the first. Runners at the corner. One and 0. Jensen at first, Corman at third. And a pass ball there as Corman will get to third, and Jensen tries to go to third, and he is safe. So heads up base running there. A run scores, and a runner is now in scoring position. Score is now 9-7 Warhawks. Two-0 count. 1 out. Good speed at third. Santoro at the plate. Santoro hits this one hard, straight away center. This one still traveling, just in behind the center fielder, and will go for a ground rule double, an RBI ground rule double. So good speed again on base, in scoring position at second. Warhawks with the lead, 10-7. Second RBI of the day for Santoro, and here comes Nick Schrader, who of course hit a 2-run blast with the Santoro on base earlier in today's contest. Both the batter and the runner, excellent speed for the Warhawks. So a base hit would surely score Santoro, you would think. Santoro just dancing his way there, bouncing back and forth. Pill steps off to keep him at second.
Gotta draw the attention somehow.
Showing his dance moves a little bit there.
Maybe he was just keeping himself warm.
Oh, Schrader with an absolute shot. Off the wall. Santoro rounding third. He'll get home to score. And Schrader gets in with an RBI double. 11-7 Warhawks.
And the next batter for the Warhawks, the third baseman, number 34, Cal Aldridge.
And now here's Cal Aldridge. Dangerous hitter. One of the conference's most dangerous hitters, with really good speed on at second. So again, base hit most likely brings in a runner here. Only 1 out. First pitch for a ball, 1-0. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Blue Devils. 11 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors for the Warhawks. Pills looks over at second. Comes home with it. Off-speed pitch, goes outside, 2-0. Dangerous position here. If you're Pills. One of the better positions to be in if you're Aldridge. Off speed, finds the zone, 2-1. Good pitch there.
Okay, so it's been, you got so early when they kicked it.
Wind really starting to blow out straight to right field now. Two-one pitch. Beautiful off-speed pitch. Aldridge out in front of that one. Count is even at 2 apiece. Two-two pitch. Gets him with some inside heat there. Aldridge swings and misses. 2 away. And a big second out.
That was definitely crucial for Stout right there.
Well, now a meeting at the mound, and we have a pitching change getting set to take place here. Looks to be a lefty on righty matchup getting set to take place now. Sir Robert Pills with a very solid outing, all things considered.
Yeah, he put together a really nice outing for Stout after the rough start that they had.
Four runs in 2 3/3 innings pitched. Today's contest, I'd say job well done. You never want to allow runs, but considering the damage that was done ahead of time, did pretty well. Did pretty well, I would say.
Only gave up 4 runs to Warhawks during his stint of pitching right there, but Pills did a really nice job for Stout.
Brandon Bull now pitching for UW Stout.
Thank you. Thank you. So new pitcher in for the Blue Devils. This is number 26, Brandon Bull. This will be his 5th appearance on the season. Has a 1.50 ERA, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 run. That run was earned, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. Has allowed a double, and hitters are hitting .240 off of him. His responsibility, get this 3rd out against Mike Aiello. With a runner on second in the form of Nick Schrader and Aiello, who's already gone yard in this game.
If your only job is to get Mike Aiello out, that might be easier said than done.
Oh, exactly. So it'll be lefty versus lefty. Two outs, runner on second. Bull's first pitch to Aiello, swung on and fouled. Aiello, 2 for 3, 2 RBIs. As mentioned, a solo shot earlier in the game. Great job there, keeping the ball in front of him and blocking that one. So pass ball would not be ideal here yet again.
And you've got speed out on the bases. You definitely want to prevent any pass balls.
Jenkins has done a really good job so far in this game for the most part on keeping these pitches in front of him. Does so again that time. Count will go to 2-1. Sun starting to make a little bit of a cameo appearance now. 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. Runner on second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Off speed. Ayala does a good job to fight this one off. Off speed again, gets him looking, and that will end the inning. So that does it for the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 left on base, no errors. We go to the top of 6. Warhawks lead 11-7.
Diving in college taught me to strive and be the best athlete I can be, but also the best student I can be. My coaches always made sure that the student comes first, because not everyone's gonna become a professional athlete. So they make sure that we will do great in academics. I knew that would only open the door to my future, and I'm really excited to start my dream program for physical therapy.
Welcome back. Michael Casca still on the mound for the Warhawks as he looks to protect this lead. Warhawks up 11-7 here in a very much an offensive battle between these two teams. Once again, this is just game 1 of the doubleheader. The second game of today's doubleheader is scheduled to take place somewhere around 3:34, but again, all dependent on when this one wraps up. As far as this game 1 is concerned, Connor Moore here with Kim Reinders to bring you today's action. If you've missed a little bit of the action, let us sum it up for you in just 2 words: home runs. There have been 5 hit in this game, 4 hit for the Warhawks, 1 hit for the Blue Devils, and there have been a few errors. That's been the story of a couple innings so far in this contest as well.
Yeah, the offensive side, it's been all about the home runs. For the defensive side, it's been all about the errors. And for this game, the errors are really costing some of these runs that could have been easily prevented.
So here's Jordan Wilson as we go to the top half of the stout lineup. Wilson 0 for 3 so far in the game. First pitch. Runs inside, 1-0. Second pitch swinging. Schrader waving them off. Just hauls it in. 1 out.
Nice little behind the shoulder catch right there.
Casey Bass now at the plate. 1 for 2 with an RBI. Also notable story, Stout did send Jack Donahue to the mound in this game, and the Warhawks chased him off after just 2 innings in which 7 runs were scored in those first 2 innings. Big swing there by Bass, misses 0-1.
For the guy that leads the conference in the lowest ERA, the Warhawks really got after him in this game.
Second pitch in there for a strike, 0-2 now. Casco wasting 0 time here. 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Oh, 2 pitch again. Outside, 1-2. One-two pitch, swung on and missed. 2 away. Now Joel Thimpson.
Hitter number 23, Joel Thimpson.
2 for 3 on the day is Thimpson. We'll look to try to keep this top half of the 6th alive. And an off-speed pitch just misses 1-0. Goes back to the off-speed pitch. That one looked a little bit closer to the zone. Still misses 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Swung on. Left center field. In no man's land that time, as this one will go over the fence for a ground rule double. So a big 2-out double by Thimpson to keep the inning alive.
The left fielder, number 16, Caleb Hurt.
Caleb Hurt in the batter's box now as he takes a look at a strike, 0-1. Does not offer. Good eye there, 1-1. Pickoff attempt, nothing doing that time, misses, and they will hold the runner at second. So great job by Dowd by backing that one up very quickly and getting the ball back into the infield.
That could easily been a fielding error right there for the Warhawks.
Not at the island, right, but right tip of the tip.
1-1 pitch. Off speed in the zone, 1-2.
Yep. Hang there for a week, and the kids are going
The 1-2 pitch, too low, 2-2.
So, right, and they wanted to go to see like the Smithsonian and tour Congress, and then they couldn't go. Fortunately, such insurance on the trip, right? So it could reschedule within a year. So they're gonna
Swung on and missed. And the top half of the inning is over. So no runs, one left on base, one hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of 6. Warhawks lead 11-7.
Step into a place that's alive with creativity. At the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, our students have a passion for art, graphic design, music, dance, and theater. We're here to help you discover your artistic potential. From classic techniques to modern innovations, UW-Whitewater is an outstanding place to learn your craft and prepare for your career. So bring your talents and imagination. Come be part of the Warhawk family.
Welcome back. It is 11-7 Warhawks with the lead. The song that's playing in the background makes me almost want a salsa, which would keep me warm in a dancing sense, and just salsa, the food, would keep me very warm as well.
Anything
I would
to keep you warm right now.
Honestly, this is very true. It could be colder, but it is still kind of chilly with the wind. But anyways, back to the game. Warhawks looking really good. Casca, despite giving up that ground rule double in the last half inning, very solid still going this late into the game.
Yeah, Casca has really been just out there dealing for the Warhawks. The thing is, he's just been consistent. You know, the few little errors that he has had, they've really been minor. You know, he has given up 7 runs, but he's held them to 7 runs, which is a good thing.
First baseman, number 10, Lucas Price.
Snyder's Lucas Price 0 for 1 on the day. Brandon Bowl still in the pitch. Outside, 1-0.
And this is what, U18s? No, I play U6. Yeah, I had a friend of mine, his daughter is
1-0 pitch. Outside again, 2-0.
I can't remember what the select team is or what team it is, but they're at Nationals too. Or is it the Team Wisconsin? Yeah, she's on Team Wisconsin. Yeah, so but she's gonna hang it up too and go. You know.
3-0 goes to count now to Lucas Price.
Mike Valley, and goalie They're very good. And then there's a guy in Sun Prairie, Larry.
3-0 pitch.
Coach Larry.
In for a strike.
Also the goalie coach for the Chicago Steel in the USHL, and the goalie coach is the Jets, the Janesville Jets. So it was all like Tier 1 juniors. And
Big swing there and misses. 3-2 goes the count.
You know, brought Mike Valley in, and then every year they have 6 pro goalies come in. You know, so Sun got to kind of train with Vasilevsky and Elliott. Some of those guys.
3-2 pitch.
Yeah, but they're
Outside.
The big team.
So leadoff walk for Lucas Price. Well, here's Alex Dowd.
The center fielder, number 28, Alex Dowd.
Dowd 1 for 3, an RBI and a strikeout in this contest so far. Showing bunt. Now 1-0 goes the count.
Well, that's what my son 12 years out of that ring. So, well, Ryan Suter. Right. It's fine. It's fine for like triple. Yeah, right. Not for USHL. Dave almost.
That one almost runs in and gets him high and inside. 2-0 goes the count now.
He's a young senior. Tried out in it was down in it was up in Minneapolis. And
2-0 count. Price at first.
And 30 goalies.
They'll keep him honest.
Wow. So he made the final weekend. And he had a shit game. And the guys, listen, you know, if you had a really good game, you made your team. But, you know, these two guys, encourage you to play because, you know, you just got to get a little.
Shows bunt again.
I don't know, whatever, exposure.
They say he did offer that time. 2-1.
Be 18 the next summer. Right. And, but he said, thanks, coach. I gave it my shot, and I'm going to college. Sold his gear, and he'll be done in 3.5 years, double major.
2-1 pitch. Swung on up the middle. Fielded. And gets both. Double play turned. Great job there by Ben Hove. Ben Van Hove, rather.
Matt Corman.
That was a pretty routine double play right there.
So now Matt Corman.
I don't even see him right now. He's everything he had at CCM. Although these Warrior sticks, I don't know why. So do I. Yeah, Warrior. Yeah. They're more durable. Yeah. They seem to be.
Corman fouls this one off.
After you use them for a week, they snap. Right. Like in the half. Yeah. Oh, he had a shot. He took a shot.
Corman 1 for 2, an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout.
I know. It's just ridiculous. Just from a shot. It was $200. Yeah. We'd always buy them like it.
One pitch outside the zone, 1-1.
I get them custom made and cheaper than what you buy them. Right. Yeah. And you got to get them made. Right. Mine are made in Finland. Finland is good too. Yeah. So the Badger goalie, Matt.
Low that time.
Badger goalie, Lebedev.
2-1.
In the U16, my son made the U16 Capitals. Yeah. But the USHL Capitals drafted Lebedev. And then they say he's going to play 1 year.
Hard hit ball down the line. Fair ball.
My kid off the team. And now he's starting.
And Corman looking to second. He's going to go for 3 this time. And Corman is in there with a 2-out triple.
Yeah, no. So the reason I got into goaling is when I was a little older. So my guy was 20.
Good piece of 2-out hitting that time. And now Connor Moroder.
And he was kind of the first guy. He was stand-up, but he had some butterflies.
1 for 2, a walk, a strikeout, and a home run in today's contest as well.
One of them, right.
An absolute moonshot to right field.
But if you meet the guy, real, I mean, he's not that big. See, my son is 16. I would say it's not about how big.
As the sun now starting to make a little bit more of an appearance here. Wind still blowing towards right field. Starting to look a little bit how it did prior to today's contest, Kim, where the sun was pretty much out in full effect.
Yeah, it was really nice. You know, the sun wasn't really much of a wind either, but you know, now that the wind is kind of died down a little bit too, and the sun's coming out, it's hopefully going to warm up a little bit out here.
The clouds looking like they're breaking up a little bit behind us, so hopefully that's a sign of good things to come, and the crew for the second game will have a little bit more sunnier skies than we did in this game. Corman, big swing that time, fouls it off. The Marauder, excuse me, fouls it off.
And they're bigger, they're stronger, they're, you know.
Corman on third after the two-out triple.
Well, they mature later.
Noah Jensen on deck.
Right. Not pressure. Yep. Develop. Right.
Check swing, fouled off. So very quick 0-2 count now.
Jets are NHL.
0-2 pitch, off speed. Marauder pops this one up.
I don't know, but I mean, I know.
Called off and hauled in by the center fielder, Wilson, and the inning is over. So one left on base, one hit, no run scored. We go to 7. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Warhawks still with the lead, 11-7.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go into personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
What do you get when you get sunny skies? A Warhawk leading game so far, and I guess DNCE playing in the background. A few dancing fans here in attendance. Warhawk still with the lead, 11-7 as we go to the top half of the 7th inning here. Michael Casca will still be on the mound for the Hawks.
Like I've been saying all game, Casca has just been out there just dealing for the Warhawks today. He's only given up 7 runs, but it could be a lot worse.
Leading off the stop, the top 7th inning, the shortstop, number 7, Ben Van Hove.
So Ben Van Hove at the plate now, 0 for 3. Off speed finds the zone for a first pitch, 0-1.
Oh, that's cool, man. So where do you live? Where do you? Chicago. Yeah, I know, but which? Algonquin. Okay.
Van Hove shows bunt. He does offer, 0-2.
John and I, when we played Kenosha.
Van Hove just trying to get on any way he possibly can now.
Independent, Wisconsin. Oh, we played in Northern Illinois, AA.
Check swing.
And Dundee at the time was. Dundee
And they will get him, and that one could have been very dangerous for everybody involved. However, one away.
We'd go there.
At least they still got the out.
The rink would be. They do? They had that old dome rink. Is that no, that's gone.
So now Alex Jenkins at the plate. 2 for 2. A walk. 2 RBIs. A home run to his credit as well, a solo shot. This one finds his own, 0-1.
We played all around Chicago.
Barrington's still off.
Yeah, Barrington. Yeah. Oh, the wagon wheel?
I don't know that place.
No.
0-1 pitch from Casca. And on his knees to swing on that one, Javi Baez-esque almost. 0-2 goes the count.
I'm sure they're all. Really? Yeah. Is it down by a river? No, that's Rockford.
Is it just the one rink?
Yeah.
That's it.
Off-speed pitch gets him looking. 2 away now. 2 straight strikeouts for Casca.
Yeah. Oh, we played there. I got a good buddy of mine who played juniors. He's coaching. I don't know if he coaches anymore, but he coached.
The second baseman, number 3, Kyle Hamilton.
I
think the Rockford one down by the river, they redid it. Did they?
So now Kyle Hamilton.
At least the lobby and everything. Because that's the original one. That was the old one, right? Going down by the river. The other one.
Hamilton 2 for 3 with an RBI on the day. 1-0 is the count. Hard hit ball, high in the air. Jensen will camp under this one, and the top half of the 7th is over. No runs, no hits, no one left on board, 2 strikeouts. It is time for the 7th inning stretch, folks. We will go to the bottom half. Warhawks up 11-7.
Warhawks know what it takes to become champions. At the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, our student athletes pursue excellence with a determination that inspires everyone on campus. Warhawks are smart. Warhawks are strong. Warhawks value service. We prepare our student athletes for life after college. The University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Come be part of the Warhawk family.
Seventh inning stretch song playing behind us as we speak right now. Warhawks up 11-7. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning in a game that recently, the last few innings, has been all pitching for the Warhawks. They've really done a great job shutting down the Blue Devils, but to the Blue Devils' credit, they haven't allowed the Warhawks to score much in the last couple innings either.
Yeah, you know, I feel like they got a lot of their pre-game / first inning jitters out of the way right away. And now they're settling in, they're getting more comfortable, they're adapting to what's going on, and it's just been smooth sailing from here on out.
They're looking to try to make it 2 straight innings where they hold the Warhawks scoreless. The last time the Warhawks scored was in the 5th, where they put up a 3 spot. Battling back after Stout scored 2 of their own.
Leading off for Whitewater, bottom 7th, the right field number 8, Noah Jensen.
So now here's Noah Jensen at the plate, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Brandon Bull still on the mound, swung on, fouled off, 0-1.
Yeah, he was down here earlier. Yeah, is he up in the? No, he's up in the stand.
Good off-speed pitch, gets him out in front on that one. 0-2, quickly goes the count for Jensen. Off speed, fouled off. Goes right back to the off speed. Jensen swings over the top of that one away.
Next batter, leadoff hitter, shortstop number 2, Nick Santoro.
So now number 2, Nick Santoro. 3 for 4 on the day, 2 RBIs.
Yeah. Well, this is before they redid it, right? What did they do? Did they add stands in the
Go for a ball, 1-0. Pitch now goes to 2-0.
Oh, the rest. Yeah. The gamblers. Yeah, with the gamblers. Yeah. Yep. Is that what it's called, the rest? A couple guys I played for. One guy played with, played for the Saints, Dubuque. Oh yeah. And then another guy played for the Gamblers. My buddy Castellino.
2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1.
A lot of the guys that I played with, I think there may be 3 that went on to play junior hockey.
Santoro, a very dangerous hitter. Definitely showing that as much in this game so far. Count goes to 3-1.
Yeah, boy, the mission every year is top 5 all the time. Damn good program. We were coming in second in national. We didn't even make it out of the round.
3-1 pitch, swung on, fouled off. It will go to a full count.
Arizona the first year, which was nice.
Fouled off again. Stays alive, does Santoro. Full count. And they'll walk him. So a one-out walk to Santoro. Speed on the base paths as Schrader will go up to the plate.
Second baseman number 4, Nick Schrader.
Schrader with a ground rule double earlier. On pickoff, it looks like they're going to get him. Santoro got him. Excellent move there by the Blue Devils. So now 2 away. The speed threat eliminated from the base paths. That pitch in the dirt. Infield shifted over to the right. Essentially, everyone shifted a little bit over to the right.
I practice with them once. Yeah. They get the guys everything they want. Like, one guy was complaining to the equipment manager, you know, jokingly, that he didn't have the shirt.
2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit hard right into the shift.
He goes in the back and grabs it for him. Really? Yeah.
Gets it on over to the first baseman, Bass, and the inning is over. We will go to the top of the 8th. No one left on base. No runs and no hits. Warhawks lead 11-7.
Basketball has been a game changer for me.
It's helped me grow as a teammate and a leader.
By establishing standards for youth development, USA Basketball is making a difference for players of all ages.
Through education and training,
They're helping to make the game safer
and more fun. Make sure your child is taught the right way.
Ensure you're the best coach you can be.
To learn more, visit usab.com or download the USA Basketball mobile app.
Almost home as it is the top of the 8th inning. Michael Casca still on the mound. Warhawks lead 11-7. Seven runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Stout. 11 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for Whitewater. Michael Casca, now you figure that this most likely will be his final inning of work already at 96 pitches on the day.
Yeah. Just have one more pitcher come in for the last little bit of the game, you know, see if Casca can get through this half of the inning here.
Jarrett Jarvin Sivu up to bat. 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch off speed and swinging and down for a base hit. So right away, Stout trying to create some offense, and they'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the 8th. That brings up Ackerman. It's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Ackerman fouls this one off.
Yeah, no, hockey is the best sport ever. Oh, yeah. Love it. You never have weather conditions. It's always the same. Yeah. No rainouts, nothing. Nothing. It's always the same. Yep. Now, some locker rooms. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Worse of the early morning.
Pitch in there for a strike, 0-2.
When you're younger and you walk in those locker rooms that were just freezing. Now you go up to Minnesota. The rink we try out, that Dave tried out for the juniors, part of next to a casino.
0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit hard. This one's traveling, still traveling, and over the fence and gone. So a 2-run blast for Reed Ackerman, and that puts the lead now to 11-9.
Yeah, Minnesota. All the rinks.
Make that home run number 6 on the day for these two teams combined.
And it's only the first game.
And just like that, we go to the top half of the order. Wilson shows bunt. Offers, no-go, strike. That one in there for a strike. 0-2 now. And Casca trying to move quickly, but Wilson will call time at the plate. Casca wasting no time now. Off speed, fouled off.
Team Wisconsin, and then if you don't make Team Wisconsin, you have what's called the Wheel, which is Wisconsin Elite Hockey. So you can get Team Wisconsin, which is one team, and Wheel has 6 regions, 6 teams.
0-2 pitch.
Before and after high school.
1 and 2 goes to count.
Pretty good. Are the Capitals in that? No, Capital, that's just high school. Capital's playing the AAA. So there's AAA.
Ball hit up the middle.
Right.
Gets it on over to first. 1 away.
Some guys don't like the Capitals and come play high school. Some of the high school folks even play AAA. It's different. It's different. Yeah, it's different. You know, where high school you've got people coming to watch you. Whereas AAA, you got people.
So in steps Casey Bass now. 1 for 3 with the strikeout.
All the school events and activities with the hockey. So it just depends, you know. But so my son pretty much played Wheel every year.
1-0 goes to count. Coming into this batter, Casca's pitch count now at 106, 107 now. This pitch will be 108 as Bass hits this one to center field. Dowd looking, and this one off or over the fence rather for a ground rule double. So a runner in scoring position now with 1 away. The stout offense threatening.
Yeah, Wisconsin's okay. I mean, there's some real strong high schools. Probably, you know, the top.
If it wasn't for the wind blowing, that one could have still been traveling well over the fence, clearing it. So now Joel Thimpson up 3 for 4 on the day with the runner in scoring position to bring them within 1. Pitch goes for a ball, 1-0. And this one inside, called for a strike, 1-1. Again, you have to figure, Kim, that the leash on Casca going forward might be a little bit shorter now.
Yeah, it's definitely, this probably will be Casca's last outing.
Casca trying to go back to the same spot, misses, 2-1.
Where are the big guns on the way?
2-1 pitch.
Well, this pitcher's the number 1.
Big swing, big miss, 2-2.
He's usually pretty good. Today's a weird day just because it's windy. But he's pretty good. This guy at third base, he looks like a big hitter. Yeah, he's a big hitter.
The 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Dowd has to give chase. Gets under it. And will they get him at 2? Yes, they do. Heads up play there by the center fielder. And that will be a double play, and that will get them to the bottom of the 8th. So 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left on base, or rather no one left on base after the double play. And we go to the bottom of 8, Warhawks with the lead, 11-9. Well, after the top half of the 8th, things just got a little bit more interesting after the 2-run blast. Is now 11-9, Warhawks with the lead. So Cal Aldridge will lead it off for the Warhawks. Brandon Bull still in on the mound. Warhawks going to try to get some insurance runs in this inning, as we've seen already throughout the course of this game, that essentially with one swing of the bat, this Stout could keep crawling right back into it, and they've had very great timed base hits as well with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, Stout has had many opportunities to pull the game within even 1.
A big swing there by Aldridge goes foul. As we say, welcome back to the sunlight here at Miller Stadium. That pitch in there for a ball, 1-1. Swung off just off the end of the bat there. Drops in front of the right fielder for a base hit. So leadoff hitter on board for the Warhawks in the form of Cal Aldridge. And here's Mike Aiello, who has hit 1 of the 6 home runs hit in total in today's game. Hard hit ball. Foul ball.
Nice diving attempt by the first baseman there.
It looked close. Looked close. Thought it was fair, admittedly, in my opinion, but luckily for Aiello, it goes foul. Oh, 1 pitch. Count is even at 1. One pitch to Aiello. Gets past Jenkins. And Aldridge moves into scoring position at second. Count now at 2-1. Two-one pitch. In there for a strike, 2-2. Aiello not agreeing with that spot at all. Off-speed pitch gets Aiello on a swing there. And he will be sat down swinging.
The first baseman, number 10, Lucas Price.
Well, here's Lucas Price at the plate. 0 for 1 with the walk. Hard hit ball, base hit for Price. Aldridge charging, he's going to be held. Meanwhile, Price gets into second. So 2 runners in scoring position now with Alex Dowd at the plate.
The center fielder, number 28, Alex Dowd.
Dowd swings at that one and foul. Aldridge at third, Price at second. Aldridge charging for home, and now we got him caught in a rundown. Aldridge has nowhere to go, and oh, did he avoid him? No, they say they did get Aldridge. Now Price trying to attempt, but they will call time there. So interesting motive there.
Yeah, that was a little interesting play right there. Don't exactly know what to make of that.
So Price moves up to third. However, Aldridge will be tagged trying to score at home. It is now 2 away instead of 1 out and 2 runners on scoring position. And now we have a pinch hitter at the plate, filling in for Alex Dowd. Or rather not.
Number 12, Connor Schneider. Now batting Connor Schneider.
So indeed it will be a pinch hitter. This time it will be number 12, Connor Schneider, in for the Warhawks now at the plate. So he inherits a 1-1 count going into the at bat, and the count will now go 1-2 for Schneider. Schneider, a 133 hitter, 10. This will be his 11th game played. He has started in 4 games, and Schneider fouls this one off. So interesting tactic there on the potential squeeze play down at home for Aldridge, and now the pinch hitter in the middle of the count. Again, members of the 05 championship team gathering behind us. They'll be honored in between games 1 and 2. I believe members of the 2014 national championship team is here as well in attendance. Even saw a very popular face among Warhawk baseball here the last few years, Daytona Brighton. He is also in attendance. Saw him pregame. Two-two pitch, swung on, tipped, caught, and the inning is over. So, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We go to the 9th. Warhawks up by 2, 11-9.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
Welcome back. It is the 9th inning. Warhawks lead 11-9, and we have a new pitcher in to seal the deal here for the Warhawks. It is number 3, Connor Spear. This will be Spear's 7th appearance on the season. 13 innings pitched so far. Has a win-loss record of 2-0, a 0 ERA, 8 hits against him, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. No runs, either earned or unearned. Spear in to get the save here. It's Casco with a great outing, all things considered, despite allowing 9 runs. A lot of those runs coming sporadically.
Yeah, it wasn't, every single inning that Stout was getting runs, but it was, you could tell that Stout was starting to get more comfortable as the game started going on. They started to understand where Casca was throwing to take advantage and get those hits and convert those hits into runs.
Well, as the 2014 team is gathering, as the announcement was made prior to us going right back on air, as we go to the top of the 9th, and it is number 16 at the plate, Caleb Hurt, to lead things off to begin the comeback attempt for Stout. Once again, this is just game 1. Game 2 will be following shortly after this. First pitch swinging by Caleb Hurt. This one traveling and caught. Great hit. Better fielding position there by Corman. 1 pitch, 1 away.
The next batter will be shortstop number 7, Ben Van Hove.
We have a pinch hitter now, as it will be number 6 for the Blue Devils, Jack Hemsath. 10 games played prior to this pinch hitting attempt. 8 of those games he started, hitting 129, 4 hits and 31 at bats, 1 double, 3 RBIs. Takes a look at that one. 1-1 goes to count. One pitch. Swung and missed on the fastball, 1-2. 1-2 pitch this time, breaking ball. They say he fouled it off. And that one will go for a ball, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Good job staying alive here. Count will stay at 2 apiece. Swung on and missed, 2 away.
Next batter will be catcher number 8, Alex Jenkins.
So here's Alex Jenkins. Steps up to the plate. 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, a walk and a strikeout. He has hit a home run in this game. First pitch in there to Jenkins for a strike, 0-1. One pitch. Off speed, drifting a little bit too low, 0-1. Or 1-1 rather. This one fouled off. 1-2 now. 1 strike away from ending game 1 with a W here. The 1-2 pitch. Too much break on that. 2-2. Here we go again. 2-2 pitch. Runs too much inside. 3-2. Kyle Hamilton in the on-deck circle. And they get him looking. Jenkins didn't think that was a strike at all. However, the game is over. So 3 up, 3 down. Great inning there by Connor Spear, and the Warhawks take game 1 of this doubleheader, 11-9. In a game that can be defined most by the long ball, Kim. 6 total home runs hit in this contest.
Yeah, the home run, we were saying all game, the home run ball was really going to be the deciding factor of this game, and it proved to be that exact fact.
So Mike Casca gets the win for the Warhawks. And the Warhawks doing a great job of chasing the leading pitcher in the conference as far as ERA, Jack Donahue, with just 2 innings of work. However, a big offensive display for both teams. Warhawks coming up the victors in this one, 11-9, however. And that does it for us here for game 1. Coming up, we have game 2 coming soon with these same 2 teams with a new crew to bring you all the action. Until then, the final score for game 1, Warhawks 11, Stout 12, or 11, Stout 9. Excuse me. I'm looking at their hit column, not the runs. I'm looking at the hits they had in the game. Stout scored 9. Warhawks win 11-9. Stay tuned for more baseball action right here on UW-TV. Thank you for watching and have a great day. This has been a special sports presentation of UW-TV.
Thank you for watching this special sports presentation on UW-TV.